Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Salviananda, and then I will answer this question. The first question is, what do you know of pedagogy and language pedagogy? Explain your answer in detail. My answer is, pedagogy refers to the theory and practice of education. It focuses on the methods and strategies used to teach or educate students effectively. Pedagogy encompasses instructional techniques, curriculum design, and the relationship between teachers and learners. It is both an art and a science, as it requires creativity and critical thinking to meet the unique needs of learners while relying on research based on method. Language pedagogy specifically refers to the theories, principles, and methods used to each language. It focuses on how students acquire, learn, and master a second or foreign language. Language pedagogy incorporates linguistic theories such as grammar translation, communicative language teaching (CLT), audiolingual method, and task-based must consider aspects like pronunciation, vocabulary, listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. Effective language pedagogy ensure learners develop both linguistic competence and communicative abilities. The next question is, do you agree with saying that psycholinguistic is an approach? How come? Explain your position with reason and evidence. My answer is yes, I agree that psycholinguistic can be considered an approach because provides a theoretical perspective on how humans acquire, comprehend, and produce language. Psycholinguistic bridges psychology and linguistics, exploring the cognitive process involved in language learning, such as perception, memory, and production. It can serve as an approach in teaching because it informs methods and strategies that align with how the brain processes language. For example, psycholinguistic the theory like input hypothesis by Stephen Krashen suggests that learners acquire a language when they are exposed to comprehensible inputs slightly above their current level. This theory is widely used in language pedagogy to design lesson that scaffold learning. Additional psycholinguistic research on the critical period hypothesis highlights the importance of age in language acquisition, influencing how language interaction is approached for children versus adults. Psycholinguistic is not just a theory but also an approach that informs pedagogical practice by aligning teaching method with the cognitive language process. The next question is, do you agree with saying that psycholinguistic has a contribution to language pedagogy? Why? My answer is yes, I agree that psycholinguistic significantly contribute to language pedagogy. Psycholinguists provides valuable insight into how individuals learn and process language, which can be applied to improve teaching methods. For example, the first second language acquisition. Psycholinguistic theories such as Krashen's input hypothesis, output hypothesis, and the monitor model help educators understand the stage of acquiring a new language and how input or output influence language development. The second is pronunciation and speech perception. Psycholinguistics explore how learners perceive sounds and produce language. This research support teaching strategies like the audiolingual method, which focus sorry um, which focuses on repetition and release to improve pronunciation accuracy. Uh, the third is the third is memory and language learning. Psycholinguistic studies on short-term and long-term memory show how repetition, chunking, and retrieval practice enhances vocabulary retention and grammar acquisition. The last is error analysis. Psycholinguistic um, helps a teacher identify errors in learners' language use by understanding interlanguage and error patterns, allowing for target corrective feedback. Over, Overall, psycholinguistic connects cognitive process with teaching techniques, ensuring that pedagogical approaches are effective and grounded in how learners process language. The last question is, what do you know of contribution? My answer is contribution refers to the act of giving or providing something that helps achieve a goal, improve a situation, or add value. A contribute can take various forms, such as ideas, knowledge, skills, or researchers that positively impact a field or context. In education, contribution should mean providing insights, strategies, or research that improve teaching and learning practice. For example, psycholinguistics contribute to language pedagogy by offering theories that enhance our understanding of language acquisition and inform effective instruction method. Contribution are essential for growth, development, and innovation in any discipline. That's all my answer. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.